Hi crafty friends, Roxanne here from craftwagon.ca. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video we will be featuring some of our ink colors that we'll be retiring, as well as the salt technique that I showed you in a previous video, using the salt technique with our Brusho colors. So today I'm not going to show you how to do this background, but I will put the link in the description box below and you can check out how to do that technique. So anyway, enough chit chat, let's get started. Today's video we are going to create a card using one of the samples we did with the salt technique. So this one here is all dried. You can see all the speckled. I showed that at the end of my salt video. So if you haven't seen that, the description, I'll put a link in the description below and you can check that video out. So for today's card you will need the Everyday Label Punch. You will need the Watercolor Wings stamp set. We're going to use this greeting right here. The little moments with you matter a lot to me. As well as the butterflies Thinlit dies. So in today's one we're going to use, today we're going to use this one here. It comes with a very large one, which you could just use as a centerpiece, as well as this outline one. And this outline one matches this shape, and this one can go over as an overlay as well with this one here. So these do coordinate, so you can find those in the catalog, or I can give you a link with the numbers to my online shop. You can check that out. As well as we're featuring Dapper Denim. So Dapper Denim is one of the colors that will be retiring in May 2018 when our catalog retires. So if you don't have your hands on this ink color and you love it, be sure to go to my online store and order that today. If you do get the ink pad, I would recommend getting the re-inkers as well at the same time. So we will use that, as well as the silver 1/8 ribbon for our card. So the other supplies you will need is I cut a piece of Whisper white cardstock, and today I cut this one at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored it at 5 1/2, as well as the Sweet Sugar Plum. I cut that one at 4 by 5 1/4 for our mat, and that's another color that will be retiring as well. That's part of this color suite. A scrap of Pear Pizzazz, a scrap of white, and what I did is I went ahead and I cut it out with the Everyday Label Punch. And then your ribbon is about 6 inches. And for the watercolor paper, again, like I said, I'll leave a description in the link below on how to do that. But when I was finished and it was all dry, I cut this one about 3 3/4 by 5 roughly. And so that will give us a nice mat. So there you go. So there's our supplies, as well as, sorry, I forgot to add in, you will need a piece of black cardstock, and it's about 3 by 3 1/2. So that's so we can go ahead and do the butterfly. So this is my little die brush container that I use. It's a Paper Pumpkin subscription box. If you haven't subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, just send me an email, I'll tell you all about it. Right now they're having a special in March. They're celebrating 5 years as Paper Pumpkin, just a subscription box, so they're actually adding a gift. So if you are interested in Paper Pumpkin, be sure to subscribe, and again I'll put a link in the description below. So I went ahead with this butterfly thin lid, I ran it through my Big Shot, and now I'm going to use this die brush and foam set, and just going to rub this along like this. And what that does is it loosens up all these little bits, so you don't have to sit there and poke them out with your pokey tool. I'm sure it has a more strategic name than that, but I call it the pokey tool. So Stampin' Up! Has a piercing tool that I do use on occasion, but I do, in this box, what I do is I keep this foam pad that comes with the die brush, as well as the little die brush, and then I keep this pokey tool here, and then that way I always have it ready to go. So I flip it over, and what I'm checking here is that all the holes have been poked out, and they have. So now they have these little holes here, and essentially what those do is help to release the paper from the die. So if you gently poke those, then that, see how that's starting to loosen the butterfly off of the die. So then that way you won't accidentally rip it. It is fairly delicate and it is a thinlet, so if you have the precision die plate, that will also help it to come out. Okay, so that's the butterfly done there. So that's what it looks like. And so now we're going to go ahead and assemble the card. So for this one here, I went ahead and I cut my ribbon 6 inches and I put some dimensionals on the back. And what I want to do is I want my silver ribbon to be about here, I think. So I'm just going to gently push those down because I want my butterfly to be on this side and then my greeting on the other side. So how I did the greeting is I got the Dapper Denim ink pad and ink that up, or just throw it across your workspace, whatever works. And I ink that up, and again, this is a photopolymer, so you can see right through. And I just press that down for a minute, and then there's the greeting. And then for this one, I did my famous matting technique where I cut this in half, flip this over, and put some snail adhesive. Oh, I think I might want a bit more snail there. And then I am going to line the sides up like that, flip it, and line the sides up like that. And then I'm going to add dimensionals to that. And so with the dimensionals, I'm using the larger or regular size dimensionals for this. And I'm going to place this on top of the ribbon here. And I think I'm happy with that placement there. So press that down. And then I have some more dimensionals here. And you can see here the dimensionals kind of hold down the ribbon. I do have a bit of sticky adhesive there as well. So then I'm going to take the dimensionals off of this and put it on. Now, I think I might want to do this. Okay, and then I'm going to take this all, I probably should have put this on the card first, the sweet pepper, I must be thinking of supper, the sweet sugar plum. So there we go, so that's that. And then for this one here, I would use some glue dots, and then we're just going to put that. And it's okay if it overlaps a little bit, and you can curl that up. And so there's your card done. So there you go. Thanks for watching my video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can stay in touch and see all my crafty adventures. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye for now.